Hi Virgo, welcome to your July 2020 reading. Today I will be pulling an oracle card from the Fairies Oracle deck to set the tone for your reading, and then I'll be doing a variation of the Celtic Cross for your tarot spread. Below, I will provide links to my Etsy shop where you can find my handmade jewelry for sale. I'll provide links to my social media and my email, so you can inquire about personal readings. See what the fairies have to say for Virgos, July 2020. Okay, we get honesty, with this card I get it can talk about all kinds of honesty, being honest with yourself, being honest with others. I'm getting here that you may be feeling like you want to be honest with somebody about something, but it's proving difficult. I never really get any kind of malicious intent with this card. Because if you can see the expression on this fairy's face, I don't know if you can, but he looks like, I don't even know the word to describe the look on his face, but it's innocent looking. It's innocent. Let's see what we get. Or let's actually, I've been reading from the book on these as well, which I want to continue doing. Okay. Honesty, compassion, tact, self-deceit. Honesty in a reading speaks unsurprisingly of the need for straight dealing and truth in representation. We need to be I can never say this word. Scrupulously honest here, making certain that there is no room for confusion or misunderstanding, no fuzzy edges. Both written and verbal agreements need to be completely clear. Assumptions may not be as well understood by all parties as we are assuming, and they need to be tested for comprehension. On a personal level, honesty reminds us not only to be clear in what we say and do, but also to act and speak with compassion and tact. Brutal honesty is not usually true honesty at all, but somehow slanted towards the worst. Dishonesty, even in the name of tact, is not helpful either. Balancing on that fine line of loving honesty may take some effort, but will provide rich rewards. Humility, idealism, and clarity of mind are some of the advantages of honesty. So this card really talks about choosing the best way to go about being honest with people. It can talk of self-deceit, yes, but I'm really not getting that for you Virgos. We'll see. We'll see what comes out in the tarot spread. I'm using the Dark Wood Tarot to do this one for this month. And just so you guys know, my cards are always pre-shuffled, but I just kind of shuffle some so you guys can see me shuffling. Okay, Virgo, let's get some current energies. What's going on currently? The moon. Pisces energy here. The moon talks about things that are unseen, things that are only partially illuminated. Picture yourself walking outside with even a full moon. Even if the moon is at its fullest, you can't completely see everything. You can see a little bit of things, but you can't see everything. And that's what the moon is like. It's like seeing things, but just a peek of things, seeing just a little bit of them. So that's the energy we have for you currently. Let's see what's crossing this. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks about a lack mentality, feeling left out in the cold. It's earth energy. So what I'm getting so far is that you're not seeing the whole picture in a situation. And it's because you're not allowing for the physical comforts of someone or something, if that makes any sense. So and that could have to do with this honesty issue that you're having. You know, how do I be honest without hurting somebody? Maybe you're feeling guilty about something, and so you're not accepting somebody's warmth, someone's graciousness towards you. And it's making it so you are not seeing the whole picture in a situation. See what we get for past energy. The Ace of Swords, epiphany, truth, realization. So maybe in the recent past, Virgo, you kind of had a realization of some kind of truth, and you feel that you need to be honest with someone about this, but you're having a hard time going about it, you're having a hard time figuring out how to tell them without hurting them. Because, and I'm really getting with this Five of Pentacles that they are offering you stability. And for some reason you're feeling guilty and you're not accepting this because you feel like you don't deserve it because of some truth you've realized. Let's see what we get for the immediate future, please. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about victory. It talks about it can talk about admiration, somebody being admired. In this card, the image depicts a woman on horseback carrying a baby. And there's people on foot all around this woman and the baby on horseback. And with this image, I really get a sense of protection. I'm really getting that you, whoever this person is that you're dealing with here, you want to protect them. And you think that you may be able to protect them by maybe not telling them the full truth. But to be quite honest with you, Virgo, it's usually the other way around, especially in the long run. You usually protect not only their feelings, but you usually protect the relationship by being honest. But like, you know, like honesty says, like this fairy says, you have to approach it in a very kind and loving way. Which means if they get upset, then you're still loving and kind, because if the connection is strong and and true, then that person is going to realize that you are being honest with them, and you are being loving, and you are being kind, and it works out a lot better. Maybe not in that moment. Things may be chaotic and negative in that moment, but you know, once you move past that, then the emotions even out and become positive and stay positive. But if you do it the opposite, then the result is opposite. You know, if you're not honest, then usually what happens is you spare their feelings in the moment, but in the future it turns negative and it stays negative. If that makes sense. Let's get a card for hopes. The Sun, Leo energy, illumination and happiness. So you're hoping to be able to illuminate this to this person, to be able to be honest, Because, I mean, it's coming out in this reading, and so it must be, you know, this is important to you. Something you've been thinking about. And you want this to end in a happy result. Let's get a card for fears. The Nine of Pentacles. Earth energy. The Nine of Pentacles talks about abundance in a personal sense. Maybe you're afraid that, you know, if you're honest with this person, then they're gonna think that they don't need you, or because the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent card. It's abundance in one's own independence. So maybe you're concerned that there's not going to be, you know, union between the two of you if you do speak your truth. But, I mean, I think that if you do speak your truth, then you will each gain abundance in your own independent, like individually, but you're still going to remain as a unit. Possibly. I mean, it's different for everybody, depending on what this truth is. I mean, you know, I guess if the other person can't live with it, then they can't live with it. But with this Five of Pentacles energy, I was really getting that this person is, you know, is in the energy of really offering you stability. We have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Maybe this truth has something to do with the beginnings of a passionate project that you have going. Let's get a card for strengths in this situation. Both of them wanted to come out. Okay, so we have for strengths the Tower and the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is fire energy. It's fast-moving, active energy. And it's always, or excuse me, it's also a card to me of something that occurs periodically over and over again in a situation, if that makes any sense. We also have the Tower here. The Tower is Mars energy. It's very forceful and aggressive energy. The Tower kind of spurs one into action. It usually comes when somebody really doesn't want to do something that they should be doing, and the universe says, nope, you're going to just do that. Okay, so these two came up in the strengths position. So what I'm getting with this is that you really do have a strength when it comes to doing things, getting things done, being active, being swift about things, being forceful and aggressive when necessary. Ooh, okay. So, for some of you, I'm getting that it's a strength of yours to be in this energy. And when deciding how to go about telling this person what's on your mind, speaking your truth to this person, I'm really getting that you need to tone down this energy a little bit. It's kind of weird that I'm getting it that way, but okay, so if you are usually the type of person who is kind of just like, hey, look, this is the way things are, this is how I feel, and you're very blunt, and you just kind of, I don't want to say force things on other people, but you're very blunt when you speak about things. And I'm really kind of getting here that you need to listen to this honesty fairy here. And really, really remember to be mellow and loving and kind when it comes to expressing this truth to your person. Okay, and we do have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Choose your action wisely. Choose how you express this truth wisely. But make it be the truth. Because, I mean, that's always better. I mean, sure, you don't have to include every little juicy detail. You really don't. But you need to be honest about the main point. You know, if every little juicy detail isn't going to be the best thing for your person to hear, then don't include all of that. You don't need to. There's some things that your person does not need to know. But if it's something like the main point of it, yes, they do need to know. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands again. And that is coming out in your weakness position. So again, you know, make sure you choose this. You choose your actions very wisely when you approach this situation. Let's get a card for advice. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Again, the Ace of Cups is water energy. It embodies all water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Emotions, intuitive feelings, love, okay? And this in your advice position, again, when you speak to this person, you really need to be loving and kind and make sure this person realizes, you know, even though there's this realization going on that you are still with them, you still love them, you know, your cup is still overflowing with love for them. I love this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the deck, and this one is really cool. And the focus isn't so great. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card, and it's going to be an unconscious card. This is going to be something that may not be fully illuminated to you at this time, and we've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. It can be harsh. It's air energy, so energy of the mind and intellect. So what I'm getting with this is that, Virgo, you may not realize that the way that you are thinking about going about this, or the way that your mind is just kind of leaning towards going about this, is in a more of a harsh way, is in a quick way, you know, and like you walk in the door, you come home, you walk in the door, hey, how are you? So this is my truth, blah, 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 deal with it or don't. Okay? You may not realize that this kind of communication with this particular thing is not the best way to go about it, which is what I've been saying this whole time. So, again, be loving, be kind, be honest, and be supportive. Be supportive while you're being honest. And I can almost 100% guarantee you that this will take a good turn instead of a bad turn. Okay, Virgo, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you gained some insight from this. If you didn't fully resonate with it, I hope that there was just a little something that you got out of it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.